Hi, welcome everybody. We are joined by Pastor Chris today as we're going to be doing a sermon recap. Now, we're in our final.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah, that's right. And you were on James 5:13 to 20.
Yeah, right to the end.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about what you spoke about.
Yeah, so James is interesting as he comes to the finish. He talks about suffering. He talks about if we're cheerful, what to do if we're sick. And then at the very end, he talks about what to do and the blessing for someone who's wandered away and the person who's brought back. So that's kind of the big context at the end of the book.
Right. So is there something practical that we as a church, as you're preaching that we can hear from and that we can do and that we can go forward with?
Super practical things from James. Here's the three practical things he says in that passage. He says, number one, if you're suffering, don't go posting on Facebook and trying to get a bunch of people to agree with your suffering. Go to prayer. And our default always isn't that. We tend to go to other areas. We vent out and rather than, or sometimes we turtle in, but God says to pray. So pray, pray, pray. Number two, he says, if you're cheerful, he says we should praise. So then if there's things going good in our life, we need to give the praise to God. And how many times have I heard this is when things are going bad, people blame God, but things are going good, they don't give him any credit. They're like, yeah, my life's so good. So when things are going well, we're cheerful. He instructs us to praise. The third thing, super practical, is when you're sick, call for the elders to pray. They're going to anoint you with oil. They're going to pray for you. And it says the prayer of a righteous person has great working of power. So we want to see those things happen in our church. Of course, we're believing for a year of healing. So even as you watch this now, we want to pray healing over you physically, mentally, emotionally, for whatever you might be facing. And if you're suffering, that you would be acting in prayer. And thirdly, if things are going good, that you'd be praising God. And I said this, that thankfulness should really characterize the Christian, not complaining. And I gave us a bit of a challenge. I said, if you really want to know if you default towards thankfulness and praise, or criticism and complaining.
Yeah, you asked someone to go to your closest friends or family and that you trust.
Yeah, someone you trust, someone who loves you. And so we can do the Proverbs 27:17 where it says, iron sharpens iron, so shall one sharpen another. So if we do that with someone we trust, you can ask the question, hey, in my life, do I default more towards criticism and complaining, or am I more a praise-oriented and thankful person? And that helps us to actually use people which God has put in our life to reflect the Word of God on us. So it's pretty practical. If you are suffering, pray. If you're cheerful, praise. And if you are sick, call for the elders. Super practical stuff, but not always easy to do.
It's not always easy to do. Usually we do go to social media. And usually we don't really post something positive and give God praise. We usually complain about something. So when something is going well in your life, email prayer@sunrise.ca. Let us know that God is doing something amazing in your life, apart from just your prayer requests. And at the end, call us. We have a great group of elders here that love to pray. We would love to come and pray for you, anoint you with oil, anoint your house. And so please reach out. Don't do life alone.
All right. Well, God bless you. Have an amazing week. And we're back this Sunday, starting in our Proverbs series called Wisdom Speaks. Join us as I kick off the series this Sunday.
God bless you. Bye-bye.